Have you ever felt like no matter how much you give, maybe to your career, your business, relationships, or even your health, the results literally don't match the effort that you're putting in? Yo, you're gonna love today's episode. I can't believe I just said yo. So, what if I told you that this secret isn't about giving more love so that he likes you more, giving more to your business so that you get more out of it, but instead learning how to balance giving and receiving? So, in today's episode, I am diving into a universal law that is from The Seven Spiritual Laws of Success by Deepak Chopra. And this law could completely transform how you manifest money, success, love, and health in your life. This law is so simple and such a powerful shift that might just change everything for you. Hello, welcome back to A Stronger You podcast. I'm your host, Jessica, and welcome. I am so excited to be teaching another universal law. Last year, which was a month ago, we were diving into the universal laws, the science behind manifestation, and we are continuing that. So today we're diving into the law of giving and receiving. And I can't believe I didn't do this one sooner, but this one is really going to shift the way you manifest and the way you honestly view life. So let's dive in. Like I mentioned earlier, this law is directly coming from the book, The Seven Spiritual Laws of Success. And there's actually a passage that I'm going to be reading from that book in just a moment. So basically, the law of giving, right? The law of giving is basically all about understanding that the universe operates through a dynamic exchange. So what is a dynamic exchange? Basically, it means that the universe is like one big energy system. And in order for the system to work, everything has to flow. It's like a give and take dance, right? So if you're always giving, like always giving, always giving, always giving, but you're never really receiving, or even vice versa, you're going to disrupt the balance, which can cause things like burnout or loneliness or depression. And it's interesting because true abundance comes when you embrace both sides of the cycle. So I say this many times. Society tries to condition us that we have to work more to get more. We have to work harder to make more money. When, if you study these laws of the universe, like the law of giving and receiving, that's actually not true. The more you give, the more you're going to receive. And true abundance comes when you're embracing both sides of the cycle. What does that mean? That means you're going to receive more when you give more. And when you start to receive more, it's going to be easier for you to give. So I want to tell you a personal example that I was actually going to talk about later on. So in my line of work, obviously, I have my podcast, I have my social media, I have the Manifestation Academy that has well over 60 members in it that I'm holding space for. I have my one-on-one clients that I work with. I am a sister, I'm an auntie, I'm a daughter, I am a friend, I am a coach. Like, I am a lot. I'm a lot, bitch. So that means I give a lot. And so getting vulnerable with you, ever since, when do I go back to? Let's say November and December were such big months for me when it comes to giving. I was giving a lot in my work, in my business, and in my life. And guess how much I was receiving? I didn't take one damn day off, okay? I didn't take one damn day off. And guess what happened? Burnout. The beginning of 2025 was interesting for me. I was feeling a lot of anxiety, a lot of overwhelm, and a lot of burnout. And you cannot see the picture while you are in the frame. So although, yes, I live by these laws, there are times where I don't see it because I'm human. And that's my favorite quote. You can't see the picture while you are in the frame. And I'm not going to sit here and say I'm perfect. I'm human. I'm going to be real with you. I got burnt out. I got burnt out and I started noticing that through anxiety, through overworking. I was so tired. Bitch, I was getting anxiety in the gym. Like, that's how overworked I was. And so I started off by taking some time away from the gym. And then I started by taking some time off social media. I had a full detox, a whole weekend, a full day where I was completely off it. And then Saturday, Sunday, I was on and off of it. This was literally this past weekend. Okay. And today it's Tuesday, and I feel like the word that I'm describing is I feel so full right now. I allowed myself to receive at the capacity that I give. I give a lot. So I allowed myself to receive this weekend. I received support from my friends. I reached out to people. I asked for support. I asked for people to listen. And I gave myself a full day at the spa. Monday, I went to the spa in New York City. I went to a spa that's called Bath House. It is in Flatiron, if you guys are familiar. It was beautiful. I booked myself a massage and I just received. And it was so incredible because not only was I like aware that I was getting this beautiful massage, and the Bath House has like all these cold plunges, hot tubs, saunas, steam rooms, but it's so interesting because I was in the hot tub for like 10 minutes and I hear this like loud, like those sound baths. It's like a Kong, I think they call it. It's like boom, and it makes a lot of noise. And I look up, and this guy, he's like, "Hello, everyone. I will be hosting a ceremony in the sauna in just a couple minutes." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing! Like, I could receive even like this beautiful person came and wanted to give, and I was like in full receiving mode, and it was perfect." So it was just a full day of receiving. It was a full day of receiving. And all of that to say, I know I went into detail. I kind of went off on a tangent there. But all that to say, because I allowed myself to receive, I am now feeling like 100,000%. And I gave myself more. I booked a first class ticket to Miami. I'm going next week. Okay. And I'm receiving. The whole month of February and January for me is, bitch, I'm receiving. I'm obviously giving because it's the flow. You cannot give without receive. And if you do, you crash. You maybe stop making money. You feel burnt out. Things aren't working. You feeling like you're forcing things. Yeah. So the law of giving is so simple, but so powerful. So like I said before, everything in the universe is energy. Everything is energy, okay? And energy needs to flow. Energy isn't stagnant. If it is, it dies. Energy needs to flow. So think of it like breathing. You can't just inhale or you can't just exhale forever. There has to be a balance, giving and receiving. The same goes for like when you give from a place of love and abundance. Okay, let's talk about this. When you give from a place of love and abundance, whether it's time, money, or even just a compliment, because you don't have to be giving through monetary like money. You can give free things like compliments. What you're doing is you're creating a ripple effect. That means the door is opening for that energy to come back to you in amazing ways. And what's really important is your intention behind everything. So ask yourself, what is my intention behind giving? We want to give just to give. We don't want to give with the intention of expecting something else. The universe is just going to give you something back. Like you're going to receive something, period. Y'all talk about karma. It's karma. Like you're going to receive something good, but it's really important to come from a place of pure love and abundance, giving from a place of abundance versus giving so you have to receive something in return. No, that's giving from lack. That's giving from scarcity. We live in the abundance mindset, which I believe next week's episode I'm going to upload is going to really talk about, like, we're going to really dive into abundance, which we're actually really diving into in all these episodes. Really, today we're talking a lot about it. So yeah, I think next week we're going to talk more about abundance. And what exactly is it? So like I mentioned, it's not just about giving in money in like cooking. Like it's much more than that. You can give in energy and kindness and support and good vibes, or even just holding space for someone. Like if your friend is going through something, or your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your wifey, your hubby is going through something, just listening, holding space for them is giving. Okay, you don't have to give and now I'm talking to the ladies, okay? You don't got to give your body away to receive something. Okay, I don't know why that came through, but that just came through and I said it. We don't always have to give our bodies away. The universe mirrors your energy. So when you think of energy, when you think of the universe is always holding up a mirror. It's always giving you what you're giving it. So the more freely and joyful you give, the more space you create to receive. And like I said, it's not about giving to get. It's about trusting the natural flow of abundance, knowing that you're already part of it. So let me repeat that. It's not about giving with the expectation of receiving. It's about giving with the knowing that abundance is literally going to fucking flow to you. And when you can deeply understand that, you're going to start to see the abundance come through. And that's when we get to do things like the celebration method and show gratitude, because the more we show gratitude, the more we celebrate, the more it's going to come to us. If you don't know about the celebration method, it's inside the academy under the manifestation methods. The more we celebrate, the more we receive. I have many ways we do that. One of which is setting those alarms on our phone. When the sales come in, when the boy comes in, when the free meals come in, when the free coffee comes in, thank you. Yay! I'm going to open up this book now and I'm going to read this passage that really stood out to me. So here it goes. Whenever blood stops flowing, it begins to clot. Stays the same. And that is why you must give and receive in order to keep wealth and affluence, or anything you want in life. So the word affluence actually comes from the root word afflor, which means to flow to. The word affluence means to flow in abundance. So money is really a symbol of the life energy we exchange and the life energy we use as a result of the service we provide to the universe. And another word for money is currency, which also reflects the flowing nature of energy. The word currency comes from the Latin word curere, if I'm saying that correctly, which means to run or to flow. So listen to that. If we talk about money, it comes from the word currency, which comes from the Latin word curere, which means to run or to flow. So that means if we stop the circulation of money, like if we hoard it and all we do is save it, if our only intention is to hold on to our money, since money is life energy, we will stop its circulation in coming back to us. That's why I always talk about, if we're saving money, yes, that's important. It's important to have money saved, but for what intention? What is the purpose? Okay, you're saving $30,000 to have for a home down payment or like an apartment down payment, or just to have in funds. Great. Anything more than $30,000, you got to put it in a different intention. It's going somewhere else intentionally. And in order to keep that money energy coming to us and abundance, everything, we have to keep the energy circulating. It's like a river. Money must keep flowing. Otherwise, it begins to become stagnant. It clots like the blood. It suffocates. So circulation keeps it alive and vital. That's why investing in yourself, you're not wasting money. It's going to come back to you as per the law of giving and receiving. Gosh, that was such a good passage that I read from that book. Like I said, practicing the law is so simple, like so extremely simple. And it's actually really similar to the law of attraction when we talk about the law of giving. And practicing this law So if you want joy, give joy to others. If you want love, learn how to give love to others or yourself. If you want attention and appreciation, learn to give attention and appreciation. If you want material things, help others become more material affluent. The easiest way to get what you want is to help others get what they want. That is so true. So next, let's dive into some signs that maybe you're giving too much and some signs that this is a good one. Signs that you're giving too much and signs that your receiving energy is blocked, because a lot of us give a lot in our masculine energies and we don't realize, but our receiving energy is blocked. So if you're giving too much, some signs are that you get burnt out, you feel tired all the time, maybe you have some built up resentment, you don't really show gratitude, you lack of appreciation, and you also might have some financial struggles. On the other end of the stick, here are some signs that your receiving energy is blocked. And this is so important to tune into because a lot of us have blocked receiving energies. If you have difficulty, I'm going to give you 4 examples. Number 1, if you have difficulty accepting help from others or accepting compliments from others, that's a sign that your receiving energy is blocked. So, for example, if someone gives you a compliment, if your response is like, "Oh no, stop it. It's just the pants that make me look good. Oh no, stop. I'm not pretty, you are." Bitch, stop saying that. Stop saying stop. Stop blocking that. Stop blocking your receiving energy. In fact, instead, you get to say something like, "Thank you." Or put your hand on your heart. "Thank you. I receive that." But stop blocking that. Number 2, if someone offers to pay something, like to pay for you for something, and you're like, "Oh, no, I got it. Oh, no, don't do that. You don't have to." Instead, you get to say, "Thank you. I receive that." So if you are the type of person who stops letting people paying for you, if you feel guilty, like if you feel unworthy of that, you're blocking your receiving energy. That's feminine energy. Life needs the balance of both. Like everything in life has its feminine and its masculine energies. Giving is masculine, receiving is feminine. Number 3, when someone offers to help you out, for example, if you are traveling and someone offers for you to stay at their house, like, "Oh, you can stay with me. Oh, you could stay with me." If you are like, "Oh, no, it's okay." And you're like, internally, your thoughts are, "You know what? Just get a hotel. Don't stay with them and don't receive that. It's too good to be true. You don't want to like look like you're too needy." Bitch, they're offering to help you out. Instead, I really want to invite you to look at it as a blessing from the universe. You're not taking from them. They're with all of these examples, my loves, they're offering you something. If you don't receive it, you're doing a disservice to yourself, the universe, and for them. Because if they want to give you a gift, if they want to give you a blessing, and you say no, you're rejecting what they want to give you. That's fucked up. Okay? And I say all this with tough love and with grace, okay? I just feel like sometimes I have to give tough love. And last example that your receiving is blocked is that you feel unworthy and undeserving whenever something comes your way, whether it's a free drink at the bar, whether it's, I don't know why I use that as an example. I don't even drink. Excuse me. Or whether it's something like a compliment, someone wants to give you a gift. It doesn't have to be your birthday for you to receive something. I'll say that one more time. It does not have to be your birthday for you to receive something. It's okay. You are worthy. You are deserving. And so now let's talk about how to reverse these roles, because I could tell you what to do, but if it doesn't click for you, if you have more blocks that are forms of limiting beliefs, it's not gonna come through. So how do we fix this? EFT tapping, nervous system regulation. This is why I created the Manifestation Academy. Also, if you are listening to this on Wednesday morning and you are not inside the academy, you could click the link in the description, join our academy. It's month to month. You can cancel at any time. And tonight you can be on Zoom with me live, where I am doing live Q&As, live coaching, and live training. Tonight, if you're watching this on January 15th, tonight we're talking about your manifestation routines and how to create a manifestation routine and why your manifestation routine is the most important thing for your manifestations. So click the link. If you click it and you join, go to calendar. The links are there. Wednesday, January 15th, 7 p.m. EST. We are live. You have the potential to be coached by me with the entire community. Ooh, that rhymed. And if you're watching this on a different day, if the enrollment is open, you can still join. We go live every single Wednesday. Baby, it's the best. Okay, now let's talk about why it's important to understand this and how to align this law with your manifestations. So if we're talking about manifesting money, when we're manifesting money and we're giving, okay, so let's talk about giving money, because you can't receive if you don't give. So if you are giving money, if you're spending money, if you're investing in money, number one, look at it as an investment. I don't really say the word spend. I say I invest. Even if it's like I'm buying a lip gloss. If I'm in Sephora, I'm like, what's the investment on that? Sometimes people look at me crazy and they're like, huh? And I'm like, what's the cost? Because I kind of have to change my language sometimes to humans or to just a normal Joe. But giving, spending, investing from a place of abundance. Like, oh, I'm so excited to invest $25 in this Summer Fridays lip gloss. Or I'm so excited to invest $37 in the Manifestation Academy because I'm so full and I know I have it. And I know if I don't have it, it's okay because it's coming. And then you end up getting a random check in the mail the day after. Versus giving from a place of this type of energy. Oh, it's $25. That means I'm going to have $25 less this week for food and this and that. That's lack. We don't live there anymore. That's not, it's a your baby. Let's talk about aligning this law with your career and success. Like I mentioned earlier, showing continuous gratitude. Practicing gratitude when you're receiving recognition from your job or from clients or even from financial success. That's why the celebration method is so powerful. Yes, yay! And like when you receive that income, when you receive those random sales, thank you. Jump up and down, give yourself a little dance, do like a celebration dance, create your own celebration dance. When it comes to manifesting more stronger relationships and love, open yourself up, number one, to receive compliments from your friends, from your loved ones, receiving acts of kindness from your colleagues, from your loved ones, and being sure that you're balancing giving love and receiving love in relationships because it's not a one-way street. It takes two to tango, bitches. Giving and receiving, man, woman, masculine, feminine. If it's a woman and a woman or a man and a man, that's okay. That's great. There's still one is more masculine, one is more feminine. It doesn't matter if you are dating the same sex or not. One, for something to flow, it could be two men. For something to flow, one is more masculine, one is more feminine. It's a dance. This is a law of the universe. I'm not making this up. If we're talking about manifesting health, giving and receiving, you got to give your body rest. You got to receive rest in order to receive the strength and to give the strength. So make sure your self-care time is just as equal as your workout time. Allow your body to rest and heal because working out 7 days a week is a no. When are you going to receive rest? You cannot proceed if you don't rest. You work out 7 days a week, and I'm talking to myself because sometimes I lose track and I'm like, oh, I have the energy. Let me go. And that's one of my challenges. Sometimes I think to myself, I'm just in this great energy state. I feel like I'm working out every single day. I'm going to keep going because I have the energy. Just because I have the energy doesn't mean I have to use it. I get to transmute that into something else. I can use that as a rest day and maybe paint. Use that energy to paint through a creative expression. Use that energy to dance, to sing, to connect with my loved ones. I hope this episode resonated with you. This is a great episode. I'm going to be fucking promoting this one like crazy. Go listen to this episode. So listen. But thank you guys so much for listening. Please feel free to check out the link below for the Academy. And thank you guys so much for all the constant support you are giving to this podcast and to the Academy. I love it. The world loves it. The more we give, the more we receive. That's why I always tell you guys, if you feel called to leave a review, it's amazing because that just means that energy is going to get pushed out to more people in the world. And the more you give, the more you receive. So you give a compliment, you give a review, you're going to receive that somewhere in your life. But we give without expecting receiving. We give without expectations. We give just to give because we're coming from a place of abundance and we just know it's going to come through.